AA, see you in church. Hi, I'm Manuel, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Go over and put the little hand up and leave a message. Tell me what you think of what I said or what's your opinion. Don't cuss and everything because we don't need to cuss or anything. I really want to know what your real opinion is. And if you don't have opinion, you don't have to say anything. But maybe you'll tell me, well, why don't we talk about this? Because you have an opinion on that. Uh, we'll see. Maybe that'll be my next show or topic to talk about. And we'll see where that goes. Anyway, the topic I wanted to talk about was again Jubilee. Um, the other day they did a topic yesterday about um, handicapped people, disabled, and I thought it was pretty interesting. I listened to what they were saying, and they actually got to say what they wanted to say and how they felt. But there was mostly only two people talking. And that was the only thing I had a problem with was that there was only two people. Not everybody got into the conversation. The other people were like, that was it. Just to me, it was sort of a lost. So but they did hit some good points, and I found it really interesting to hear what they were talking about. So, of course, I put a hand up on there because I am subscribed to their channel. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a hand up. I didn't really have anything to say. I am not disabled. Um, well, I don't consider myself disabled. Not yet. But anyway, I do have, I see letters like change, but that's just something I learned to deal with, and I know what's going on. Now, when I get tired, those letters do it more, but that's another story. But then they had fat people. I saw that one, and I was like, fat people? What do you have to say? And they had questions, do you have, and all that stuff. And to me, it sort of made me laugh because I've gained weight. I used to be skinny, skinny, skinny. I was skinny. Um, I had a 24 waist. Um, I weighed 135. I wasn't starving myself. I ate, but the thing is I was really, really, really active. And I would go dancing. I would go have a lot of fun with my friends. And this was in high school and in grammar. I was always running around having a great time. I didn't stand still. I just enjoyed my life. And then I loved to dance. And you can tell when people have given up and everything, and that's just the way it is. I'm not, I haven't given up myself though, but I was partying, having a good time, and eating. I never really ever starved myself or anything. And then I started dating somebody, and I'm not that kind of person that um, sees everything around myself. I go and I enjoy myself and I enjoy who I'm with. That's always been the way I am. Now, you have to break into my bubble so that I'll notice you're even there. That's who I am. And I'm not a hater, but I don't go out of my way usually to meet people. I should have, but I didn't. But I had a lot of great friends. That might be the reason, because usually the people that came into my inner circle were always great people and whatever. The problem is once in a while people become selfish and they want to be the center, and they think by treating people badly that's how to become the center, and instead you get outed. And that's usually what happens. But anyway, when I'm with somebody, and that's dating, I don't see other people. I mean, I see them, but I don't see them. I don't know how else to say that. My focus is on the person I'm with, but I'll go dancing and whatever, and I usually don't date people that don't dance. So once I did. I chose to do that. I was skinny as a board, dancing and having a great time. We went out, and after we went out, um, we decided to be together. I was threatened. I was harassed, and it was just so strange. I had never had that before, because I'm Hispanic and I don't date Hispanics. I dated one or two, and it was like dating my brother. I am not interested in that. So everybody after that were all white. And I dated and dated and dated. Um, and then all of a sudden, I start dating this person, and everybody and their sister are getting in my face about it. What's wrong? Aren't we good enough for you? I said, I guess not. I don't want to be rude, but they're being really rude to me. I'm not going out of my way to rub it under their nose or whatever. I just go with my best friend. See, that's the strange thing. Nobody said anything when I was with my best friend, and he's black. Not one word out of no one's mouth about us. But the moment I'm dating a white man, everybody and their sister had an opinion. I lost friends. I lost all kinds of stuff. And I gained weight because we were together for a long time. And I gained and I gained and I gained and I gained. And I think I gained because I think I was trying to make him more comfortable with our relationship, because he was always seeing things that I didn't see. Oh, did you see that guy cruised you? No. Did you see that guy? He just cruised you right there? No. See, my way of thinking has always been this way. If you and I are together, that's all I see. I'm not looking for who's the next better thing or whatever. You're the person. I've accepted who you are and how you are. I'm not here trying to decide to push you into this square box to make you fit in my world, because I think that's crazy. I always see women do that. I see men do that, but mostly women, because my friends, a lot of my friends at the beginning were women only. Then at the end, it was men. And then I saw on Jubilee they were talking about, and they sounded stupid. It was an episode about gays. And these two people go and stand there and say, and I was like, are you idiots? think for once before you open your mouth. Years and years ago, we used to watch tons and tons and tons of PBS, and they came out and said this. They believed that every male human being, that when they're first born, they're gay. And I was like, what? You crazy? But then I looked back at my life, and I knew I wasn't like everybody else right from the beginning that I can remember. I remember being more attracted to men, even though I was so desirous of being married, having children, and all that stuff. I still remember that from being in childhood. We would see a magazine and it had a naked girl and a naked guy, and I looked at the guy. Um, I remember that, and I looked into that. After they said that, I looked into my life. I didn't go looking for other people's lives. I went into my life and I saw, okay, I can believe that. Because when you become more mature, because I remember a girl would kiss my friends and they would all go, ew, a girl kissed you. And the guy would go, ew. And I remember these things and I would be like, oh my God. And it was just so funny to me. But I never acted that way. But that's the reality. And they were there saying that, and I'm like, you're born gay. There's always that. The What happens is when you go into puberty, that's when you start noticing the opposite sex. And you're not noticing them saying, all these other things. You're noticing them because you're becoming more attracted to them. You want to get close to them and you want to have sex. You don't know what sex is, or maybe you do. But the reality is that that's when you start getting more attracted to women. Me, I've never had a problem with women. My best friends at the beginning were women. Then I had two friends across the way, and we were close friends for a long time, and then they acted a fool. That was over. And I ended up with a best friend that had the same name as I do. But as I matured, I still was more attracted to men. I tried to force it and be straight. And you know how they say prayer moves mountains. Well, that mountain, it didn't move. And finally, I got the remark from God, which I'm claiming that because that's what I couldn't find anywhere, and my friend couldn't find anywhere that voice came from, that told me to shut the hell up. I am who I am and accept it. And I did. But I didn't have a choice in that. The only choice I had is whether to be sexually active or not. That's the choice. And I decided to be sexually active, so I used condoms. But that was my choice there. But all those other choices, no, didn't have a choice. But when they go out there and they act a fool and they say stupid stuff, I'm like, oh my goodness, you're so stupid. And they're saying, oh, pride this and pride that. Yes, the pride is there to show you that a lot of people fought for your rights. And let's celebrate their fighting and they won. But most kids, they just go over there and they have no idea of all those people that were killed. And that's why you wear the pink star or the black star if you're lesbian. Not star, pyramid. But That's just reality. It's up to you whether you want to know the truth or whatever, or find out the information. There's lots of people that'll tell you, and lots of people that won't tell you because you're an idiot. But other than that, most kids don't want to know all of that thing. Stonewall, none of it. That the reason Stonewall happened wasn't because, oh, we want to be equal. No, Stonewall happened because they were killing drag queens, killing gays, and then the police would say, oh, they shot themselves. They committed suicide. They did not. But that's what they were saying. And they got tired. They said, oh my goodness, we know this person that just got killed. They took their shoes off. They got ready because they knew these people were going to come and harass. They made Molotov cocktails, and when their bus pulled up, they tossed them over and blew up the doorways, making sure the police officers had to run through fire. And are they going to run through fire to come and harass them? And they used the heels on their stilettos as weapons. But that's not what they're going to tell you. They made a movie and made it, oh, it's a white guy. Ah, ooh. No, it wasn't. It was a drag queen. And that's the point. The drag queen started to fight back and everybody came out to help. That's the way the storyline has always been, and now they're trying to change it. And people say, well, it doesn't really matter. Yes, it does. Because we're honoring the wrong people. It's Christopher Columbus all over. Christopher Columbus never even made it to the America. They made it on the small little islands in the middle of, from Mexico and Florida, those little islands. That's where he landed. He never made it to Plymouth Rock, but we've been lying. And then the other lie was all those people that came from England, they were not royalty. They were a bunch of criminals. But you don't hear us getting that information. They're even having Mayflower parties and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you made it over here, you criminal, background from criminals. But whatever. That's just reality. But I like it when they let people really talk. The problem is you put a bunch of idiots there. What else are you going to get? A bunch of stupidness. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Put a hand up. Write something. Let me know how you feel. What do you think? I'd love to know the true what do you think. And give me some topics you'd like to hear about. I'll be happy to read them, get to know what you say, and everything like that. Because it'd be interesting. Let's have a conversation. But remember, AA, see you in church.